Sí, ya estamos todas.
Que Chico lo va a contar, dice. Él lo va a hacer solo, ¿eh?
Vale,
Vale.
Sí, 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 como tú quieras, lo que tú quieras, colibrí. Bueno, hola, buenas noches.
Hi, everybody. Good evening. Thank you for bearing until the last moment after such an intense day with so many topics. We're going to close for the lectures part because we've only just begun. So the floor is to Nuno from the MIA Portugal to say some final words. Thank you, Habibi. Good evening to all the comrades. In this closure of the fourth Anti-Nuclear World Social Forum, we would like to say as MIA Portugal, a special thanks to all of you. We would like to thank special thanks to all of them that came from far away, from Brazil, from Argentina, from the United States, Turkey, Germany, among others. We would like to highlight also the disciplined, organized way the debates of this meeting have had. Of course, much is to be improved, but tomorrow at Ecologistas en Acción we'll have our meeting, but we would like to highlight the diversity, the quality, the high level of the debates during this meeting, the great level of all speakers, the enthusiasm. We consider that tomorrow we'll have time to discuss the way we're going to go forward, next steps forward. But one of the messages is that the threat of nuclear energy is still there, and always more citizens are claiming the end of nuclear power. We've won battles, we've been defeated sometimes, but we're going to struggle until the final victory. We know our cause is just, coherent, and logical, so we're not going to stop. I would like to thank all the comrades here from Madrid, without which this forum couldn't be possible. And thank you for your presence. So let's go on struggling. Thank you. Now to Irene Laportaga, speaker for the MIA. So first, thank you to everybody for your attendance to this fourth World Social Anti-Nuclear Forum. Last one was in 2017 in Paris. We will deliver the token for the next forum. We still don't know where, because these meetings are necessary to strengthen ourselves in our struggle that must go on to end with nuclear power in the planet, both civil and military, that are intrinsically linked. I would like to remind you to the MIA people, but you are all invited if you want. We have a meeting at 10 a.m. at Ecologistas en Acción headquarters, where we will evaluate and draw some conclusions of these 2 days of debates and lectures. And also is quite important. Please tell it to your friends in your environments. Tomorrow at 12:30, there is a sit-in at Opera Square in Madrid for the anti-nuclear voices to be listened, to be heard in this at the center of Madrid. And now, thank you for being here. Now the floor is to Paca Blanco, well-known anti-nuclear activist and other issues, anti-evictions activists also. I would like to thank you all, to all the groups, collectives, platforms, everybody, for coming here. You know how hard it's been to organize this. When we set the date, we didn't know the elections were coming, and also the Champion League match. After all, it's been okay. I'm happy and really thankful to all of you, but special thanks to a platform that, in spite of not being anti-nuclear, it is there, which is the path. The PA platform against evictions. But they weren't attending your talk. I checked out that. So last but not less important, because we think this is a good starting point for the meeting tomorrow at Ecologista. Chico Whitaker, one of the founders of this Anti-Nuclear World Social Forum, for a brief summary of a conversation we've had at lunchtime that may be a discussion point for you all after the dinner and some dancing time and stuff tonight. So, Chico, well, do you remember the opening day? We were here at the panel yesterday with representatives from several countries. To me, for you, maybe it's been pretty interesting, that opening, where, especially at the Q&A time, at each question, everybody was answering different points of view, different perspectives. It's been quite interesting. So this panelist group, I invited them to think about next steps, new steps forward. Besides organizing another forum, we have to coordinate better our struggles, because our struggle cannot be just in one country, has to be a world struggle, because the lobby dominating everything works at planetary scale. So I proposed a small meeting to advance a proposal, and we did that meeting. We had that meeting at lunchtime all together, trying to understand what we wanted. And some ideas came up, and we're still working on them. But one point is that the 9 panelists decided to work together, at least the 9 of them, to start a hardcore of continuity. So they're going to try to ensure that things are going to be done, because after meetings, things scatter in the air. So we're going to start working, and some ideas came up. For instance, maybe create a international anti-nuclear association that would gather and operate as a network, and that in each country it would have a node gathering each country's organization. That was the first idea, and we will ask the Spanish to ensure the secretary of the association. And another thing that was done after Montreal is a website that nuclearfreeworld.org.net. Have any of you seen that website? Many information was available there about what was happening in the world. So that's the minimum. The information about what everybody is doing. And now it is at the disposal of the new association if it is created for it to be used as a communication tool for our experiences. We discussed also some other ideas about where will the next forum be held. And Colibri, the floor is to her. We were talking during lunchtime, so we are that hardcore, not big, but also tender core. We want to go on provoking. And as provoking, there are two ideas in the making, born out of two cores. Is a desire to be realized. One is to hold the next forum at the United States, mobilizing the platform around Leona. And the other possibility is for the Argentinian comrades from the MARA to assume the organization of the next forum. That's a perfume that is in the air about where eventually it will be held. Why these 2 points? Because it is important to think again that the native indigenous ancestral peoples have a long story of struggling against the nuclear power for defending earth, water, air, and this way we can focus again and reminding that those peoples are still working against nuclear power, and we will provoke new meetings. Thank you. So Pablo and Christian will bring the proposal to Argentina, and we have to ponder because with Trump we don't know whether we may be authorized to enter the United States, but maybe maybe because of this Argentina may win the contest. So thank you. So to finish this forum and this year, these days, 40 years after the killing of Gladys del Estal, in a world in which we've lived tragedies as Chernobyl and Fukushima, and a world in which nuclear power demonstrates how power is concentrated in a few hands with greater inequalities, putting not just present generation but also the next ones into risk. We've been here to speak about something so important as the energy transition without nuclear power, about the intergenerational debt in terms of nuclear waste, for which we still have no answer, no response. Closing this forum, we cannot do that without thanking to all the participants, the organizations that have collaborated, contributing to the success of this forum, to the Arganzuela District Board from the municipality, but also thanking special thanks on my behalf, on my comrade's behalf. Cristina Royce sit there in the back rows because we cheated on her to engage for the organization of this forum. That thanks to you, because without you this couldn't be possible. You have given the best of you. The other head of this forum that has to do with invisible task, bed, lunch. Francisca Blanco is there in the middle, or Paca for comrades and friends. She's done a great work. To her right, Irene, that has encouraged us. Raúl from England has been translating for us and working for us. The two Marisas, Castro and Plata, famously has managed the money issues, and the other one cooperating from far away. Pipa, our sound technicians. Jorge with him, like his Sole there, and saying crazy things. Rosa and Vanessa with communications. Nuno, all the comrades, Tankemco friends, Stop Uranium, Hortensia, the scientist group, to all of you, because without you, this forum wasn't possible, and without you, the nuclear industry and the big interests, without you, they will be winning. They will be saying that for 2100, we will need 1.5 more nuclear power than today. We have the Portuguese comrades. They don't have not one nuclear plant in their country, and we will have no nuclear power plant in Spain soon. And we must remind also a big event that happened 2 years ago. We want to show you a video that will end this part. Once we finish, we should get out and take a big family photo where the banner is about closing Almaraz and everything. So thank you to all of you, and see you tomorrow.
Si alguien en Japón, minutos antes del tsunami, se imaginaba semejante jari, y ya no puedo más con la frivolidad de los que hacen negocios con nuestras vidas, y ya no puedo más que cierrar los